Okay, Bob.
Here we go.
Okay, we don't care. I've been in crypto for 4.5 years about Metallicus. You gotta go, Bob. Nobody really wants you here. So we're gonna give you a timeout for 24 hours. Because no one needs to hear your shit. Okay. I feel Metallicus is nothing because I haven't heard shit about it for 4.5 fucking years. I go through 5-6 days a week, look for the news, it's never there. All of a sudden they pop up, they're at Fed now and they're running shit. Very, very interesting. David Schwartz wrote about it. Who the fuck cares about that? What I want to know, what I want David Schwartz to write about, since you're talking about it, Bobby boy, is why don't we have David Schwartz tell us what the fuck's going on with Ripple China? Why don't we hear about that? Why don't we have David Schwartz tell us about Ripple Russia and when David Schwartz hooked him up in 2014? Why the fuck don't we hear about Ripple Russia and how David Schwartz did that, Bobby boy? Then let's get into why don't we know about Ripple Indonesia, Bobby boy? And then what about Ripple Israel? When David Schwartz got them all hooked up with their crypto in 2014, the digital shekel, Bob. Why don't we hear about that, Bob? Why didn't David Schwartz write about that, Bob? Because Bob's an asshole and Bob has no fucking clue. That's why. I'll answer the question for him. Next, Stephen Morris, thank you very much for the tax-free donation. Don't be like Bob. Bob is a broke dick, okay? Who the fuck gives a fuck about David Schwartz at all, really? Like, what the fuck has he done for you? Nothing, okay? He knows all. I have to be the one to bring up all this fucking shit. Why are we helping out communist China and Russia, Bob, if David Schwartz is all that fucking good, Bob? See what I'm saying? Who the fuck cares what Bob has to say? Tell us something, Bob. Who cares about this fucking Metallica shit? I want to know about China and Russia and why the fuck Ripple hooked them up, Bob. That's the more pressing question. That's a very, very impressive question. Why am I bringing that up, Bob? Why hasn't David Schwartz said, well, in 2014, we hooked up Z-Payment with the gateway to the Ripple ledger. We're helping out a socialist enemy country, Bob. I think that's the more important deep dive shit. So the fact that I haven't done a deep dive on Metallicus is not really a pressing question for me. I want to know what the fuck's going on with Ripple helping communist China and Soviet Russia. I think that's the most important question. Not that David Schwartz wrote some shit on fucking Metallicus. That's retarded, Bob. Just like you, okay? Wait. Now, Stephen Morris, thank you very much for the tax-free donation. Is it boats and hoe time yet right now? Maybe for some people it is. Bobby, not Bob. Stool of Hell is awake. Yeah, my name is Crypto Hawk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor. Don't believe a word that I say. Everything on this show is fake. I don't know anything. And I'm always under the influence. Stephen Morris says, I won't ever forget Bob's name. Wow, this fucking people. Everybody's trying to be the hot shot. Truly.